Hey you guys, so this is Rebecca again from the Makerspace, and I'm going to be teaching you how to make really simple greeting cards using one technique a couple different ways. So I'm going to get into the materials you need just before I show you how to make these really fun cards. You're going to need a bunch of different stuff, but it's all stuff that you have from home. Marbled shaving cream paper is one of the first techniques I'm going to be showing you. A whole bunch of cardstock, doesn't matter the color, big, small, whatever shapes or sizes you have around, just something heavy. Washi tape, a whole bunch of cut paper, whatever sizes you want, doesn't matter. Some jewels, using gemstones or rhinestones, some glue, an X-Acto knife or scissors, something to cut with, a whole bunch of markers, pens, pencils, colored pencils, all of that jazz. So the first technique that I'm going to show you is using marbled shaving cream paper. Now, if you don't have this or don't know how to make this, I'm going to need you to pause this video and go to our first video and watch how to do this. So I'm going to be using the marbled shaving cream paper to cut them into little tiny strips. Now you can probably see a Christmas tree shape is forming. I used some red and some green, and white came from the shaving cream, and I'm gonna make a Christmas card with this, but you can use it as a multitude of different cakes or trees, whatever you wanna decorate your card with. So I'm using these gemstones to make a whole bunch of ornaments, as you can see, and then I'm gonna glue them down on the card. You really want to make sure you have a nice configuration laid out before you lay it down and start gluing things so it looks nice and clean when you're done. If you don't have gemstones at home, you can use any kind of little trinkets you have. You can use little rhinestones or little, aluminum foil if you want to cut it up into some fun shapes. It takes Sharpie really well. Really whatever. It's just about the creative process, making sure you're putting in some nice hard work. So here I am gluing down all of the different gemstones, and then I have my ornamental tree. It's very nice and cute for the holidays, and I have a nice light green on the inside. And the next card is using the same technique, except I'm going to be using washi tape this time. Washi tape is really fun because you can find it nearly anywhere, and it just looks like you're putting a lot more work into it than you are. So I'm doing the same technique as before, using a little bit of different gemstones, picking a nice color scheme. I intended for this to be a Christmas tree, but it kind of just ended up looking like a cake. So this could, be a nice little marriage ceremonial card or a celebration card, birthday cake, really whatever you want. Mixing and matching is going to be what's going to be best for you and what makes it customizable. And so those are the two techniques. This is the third card that I'm going to be making using the same kind of style as before, except I'm only going to be using 3 layers. So it looks like a little 3-tiered birthday cake or, marriage cake, whatever kind of cake you want it to be. I'm putting candles on them and some dots around the sides and some frosting in between. But however you want to decorate your cake, that's what makes it fun for you. I'm going to make an inlay on the inside. This is really simple. You just cut some paper that's smaller than the inside of your card, and then you have a nice pop of color on the inside. Might be nice to set like a heavy book on top to let it dry. Now this is the second technique using the same kind of strip ideas. I'm using washi tape again here, and I'm using an alternative pattern going higher, lower, and then cutting the excess tape off the side. You don't need to make it exactly that length. It's just about cleaning it up in the end. So I have my nice pretty pattern design, and I'm going to add some flames on top as I did with the cake before. So just made some little black lines up, some little yellow strikes, and then some red detailing. A really simple, fun card. And this is the last technique that we have here. It is another celebratory birthday card. Again, make it for whatever celebration you want. I think it'd be really fun to make a Hanukkah card and a menorah this way, but however you want to make a card, doesn't matter. So again, using that same technique, laying it over the edge and then cutting off all of them and then adding flames on top. I'm sure you get the idea of it. This is just to really show you that it's super easy to get a multitude of different ideas and designs using one technique. And we're gonna try to make more cards in the future showing you different techniques. Here I am putting another inlay so you get a nice pop of color on the inside, maybe throw in some words or some decorations. I'm doing this based off of a birthday card, so you can see what words I chose to put in, but really customize it to be your own personal design to your friends, families, etc. So these are all the cards that I decided to end up making today. I hope you enjoy. Goodbye!